Welcome to the Charbon Report. I'm Michael A. Charbon. Today's title, the SPIN-O-NOMICS Administration. An NBC poll found 74% of Americans think the country is on the wrong track. The average person today is seriously struggling as inflation hit a 49-year high last summer. Mortgage rates, they're skyrocketing. The cost of simple groceries are up 6%, as some apartment rents have actually doubled. 49% of Americans now depend on credit cards to cover essential living expenses as they work longer, harder, and get less for what they earn. So the administration, well, it sends out the struggling leader of the free world to read a teleprompter to sway the country. Repeating catchy phrases to mask the stench of the deplorable economic reality. Start the SPIN-O-NOMICS Administration. Then the self-proclaimed most historic press secretary ever, in the most historic administration ever, I quote, well, she states the economy is the cornerstone of that administration. The cornerstone, yeah, really. An administration with an embarrassing approval rating of 34%, as the average 401k dropped 20%, where the U.S. economic growth for 2024 is estimated at a blistering 1.6%. Goodness, as house starts are down 20%, and the consumer price index rose 4% again in June. The cornerstone of this administration has economists coining their own little catchy phrase. It's called the doom loop. Heard about this? This is when commercial real estate occupancy rates are at 48% and crashing. Then, commercial property values plummet due to less tenants and the abysmal lease renewals. What does this result in? Well, an 18% drop in commercial lease revenues. As a result, the city collects less taxes. Well, and you know what that creates? A doom loop, as they say. And less tax base means less police, more homeless, increased crime, then open-air drug abuse, public defecation, as stoned zombies walk the streets. Welcome to San Francisco today. Yes, San Francisco, where major hotel chains have walked away from their buildings. They abandoned them. Lock them up. It's yours, Mr. Bag. We're out of here. Take them. We're leaving. Can you imagine that? Major anchor tenants like Old Navy, Nordstrom's, Walgreens, T-Mobile, and Whole Foods, they've all left San Francisco. It's not safe, too much crime, rampant shoplifting. People just don't come downtown. Ready for this? State Farm Insurance has abandoned and is leaving California. It's joined by Allstate, American International Group, and Chubb. These are insurance companies. They all quietly left. That's it. So try and sell your house in California with no insurance. Go, Gavin, go! So when they all leave, guess what else leaves? Jobs, money, and the tax base. But Joey, as his dad called him, told America in a Chicago stump speech this week, the economy is thriving. Thriving, he said. Yeah, what's thriving in Chicago is gun violence. Last weekend, 46 people were shot and 9 were killed in one weekend. That's what's thriving. Now consider these shocking facts. America has 537 million credit card accounts. 537 million. They're carrying an $841 billion debt. Yeah, the average U.S. credit card holder has a carryover balance of over $5,700. 22% of Americans have a credit card balance of over 10 grand. And you ready for this? About 2 million people have a credit card debt of $50,000 each year. This while credit card interest rates are over 20%, with some even at 27%, one of the highest rates on record. So, how did America get to this point in just 2 years? No, 2 years. Yeah. It started with the decimation of the American gas and oil industry, killing tens of thousands of jobs, destroying America's production and self-sufficiency in oil and gas. And you know what that resulted in? The doubling of the cost of gas and diesel fuel. The green machine spiel devastated America's natural resource engine that provided jobs and fed generations and created a livelihood for thousands. But thank goodness the administration let in over 6 million illegal aliens. That was the perfect move. Consider in New York City alone, with over 50,000 illegal aliens brought in by bus from Texas, I'll add, the price tag is $3 million a day. That's $3 million a day. They figure it's going to cost $1 billion by year end, occupying hotels, decimating social services, and just creating havoc. This invasion that will bankrupt U.S. hospitals and healthcare and social safety nets will create, ready for this, the largest financial dependency class on taxpayers in the history of the U.S. Think about that. Then, of course, there's racial nomics, black against white. As the Supreme Court just eliminated affirmative action, 8 states actually already banned affirmative action because it violates the Equal Protection Clause under the American Constitution. Affirmative action eliminated the promise of being a colorblind society, a society based on a meritocracy, worth, that embraces the brightest, the most ambitious, and the best achievers, regardless of race or means. That, my friends, is the American dream. See, many Asian applicants who were excluded admission, it was by affirmative action, racial balancing, and the lowering of admission standards based on race. So you're looking at me and you're yelling. Okay? So here's the unvarnished facts, okay? The college boards, which have a college readiness SAT, which you have to do to get in. So the math benchmark score, which is one of the major things, is 530. So the college board's college readiness math benchmark score is 530. The average African American student's math score is 454, 76 points less than the benchmark. Only 25% of African Americans reach the minimum threshold math score for college readiness. The average Latino student's math score is 478, 52 points less than the benchmark. Less than 30% of Latinos reach the minimum threshold for college readiness. The average white student score is 547, 17 points over the benchmark. Over 59% of white students reach college readiness. The average Asian student's score, ready for this, is 632. 632, 102 points over the benchmark. Almost 80% of Asian students reach college readiness. Okay, well, these stats don't reveal discrimination or lack of intelligence or ability or even financial viability. You know what it reveals? A systemic failure in the public education system to prepare African American and Hispanic students out of high school. That's what it does. Hence why many African American families and Hispanics want school choice. They want charter schools and more focus on core disciplines, not equality and racial division. Finally, come with me. If you can imagine if an IRS whistleblower, one of 6, goes on camera and reveals that $8.5 million was deposited from Ukraine, Romania, and China into multiple American shell companies. Interested? Yeah. Then Apple, it releases WhatsApp messages which read, "My dad's beside me, better pay up, Mr. Chairman," or something to that effect. Guess that's not of any interest to the general media, Nope. That's not SPIN-O-NOMICS. That's impeachable corruption. God help you, America. I mean, let's hope 2024 will right the ship, because currently you have a very small rudder in the water. Have a very happy Memorial Day weekend. Please like and share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I can't wait for that. Go to thecharbonreport.com for more episodes wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Michael A. Charbon. God bless, and thanks.